It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from the lovely Garden Brewery in Croatia. And this is the Plima double IPA. It's a 440 milliliter can coming in at 40 IBUs. Garden Brewery. I picked this up in ASDA. It cost me 7.4% ABV. It would have been about, as of 2025, about £4 a can. £4 a can for this, and I think that's good value for money. As long as it tastes good. We'll tell you in a moment. For a 440 milliliter can of double IPA, £4 a can. Yeah, that's probably where the bottle shops were in terms of price all the way back in 2012. So 2025, 13 years later, the supermarket's knocking out a double IPA for £4 a can. The Garden Brewery, they're an interesting brewery. I've had them. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. I'm not sure if ASDA still have their 4 for 3 deal on. If they do have their 4 for 3 deal on, then this will be something like £3.20 a can if you bought it on a 4 for 3 deal. So beer in a glass, we've got a big fat 1 finger white head. Slow moving carbonation in the glass. It's nice and hazy, as these IPAs generally are these days. I mean, I would be making more of a comment if the beer was clear these days. The beer drinking public has definitely embraced haze as, I mean, I worked in a place called the Red Fox in Penlyn. I was the bar manager there about Cardiff City, about 6 years ago. Cardiff City won promotion to the Premier League when I worked there, about 6 years ago. And oh my goodness me, even back then, 6 years ago, you poured a beer there, and if it had any haze in there, or they'd give it back to you. They'd give it back to you, and I'd try and educate them. The trouble is when you're trying to educate locals, when you're serving them a pint of, I think it was something like Y Valley Butty Bach, something like that. Little bit of haze in there. We had some Worthington White Shield. I remember getting that in. They were loving that. It was like 6.5%. They were loving White Shield. But they would always struggle, and I would try and explain to them, hey, that's what I want. I want that beer. I don't want the clear stuff. But they were all like in their 50-year-old farmers type of thing, and it's very difficult to get the word across that you know, it's meant to be hazy. Oh no, not meant to be, but it's fine. It's fine to be hazy. Aroma on this beer then. Oh yeah, wow, lovely. Quite citrusy. I've got a kind of grapefruit in there, passion fruit, mango. Orange peel, fleshy blood orange. You get that little bit of potency. You get a little bit of that. This could be strong. I'm going to dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, soft. Soft and fruity. Oh yeah, grapefruity, orange peel, passion fruit, mango, really soft flavours coming through. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's really good beer. Stone the Crows. Oh. Oh, that is... It's a really high quality beer, that. I like the Garden Brewery. I used to interview people during the situation of 2019, 2020 of... I used to interview brewers back in the day, and I had the Garden Brewery on the channel. If you want to watch the interview with the guys from the Garden Brewery in Croatia, yeah, they're on the channel. But they seem to be making a bit of a push. They seem to be one of, like a holdout, if you like. They seem to really want some of the UK market. Like when Brexit happened, lots of the breweries that you once saw, I don't see much Belgian beer anymore. I used to see a lot of Belgian beer. You don't really see it in bottle shops anymore because of the whole Brexit situation, the import taxes and everything else that come with that. But almost like this Croatian brewery, the Garden Brewery, it's almost like they've seen an opportunity here to go, hey, we'll fill out all that paperwork. Apparently it's a nightmare filling out paperwork for selling beer in the UK. Exporting beer from the UK is just as hard, but they've embraced it. I've been drinking a lot from beersofeurope.co.uk, our channel sponsor. They've been putting a lot of the Garden Brewery beers out. ASDA have been selling Garden Brewery beers for probably the best part of 3 years. And I think it's a really good thing. I think it's a really good thing because the beer's good. And if you're in a situation where a lot of the breweries have pulled out from the UK, and you can swim in the opposite direction, if you like, and put beers into the UK from Croatia, then they've got a real opportunity to have a foothold in the UK beer market. And by producing beers of this quality, why not? Why not? This is really good beer for £4 a can. This is really, really good quality stuff. There's a nice citrus back edge. There's a nice bit of sweetness there. There's a touch of bitterness there. It's passion fruit, mango and grapefruit. There's some oats. There's a little bit of an oaty flavour coming through too. Just cracking stuff. Cracking. And you don't get much of a sense of that 7.4% ABV either. So the description is big, juicy and full-bodied. Smooth, hazy, with waves of citrus, berry and coconut. Coconut. Let's have a little think about this. Yeah, I suppose if you really think about it, if you really tune in and think about it, yeah, there's a little bit of coconut in there. It's not going to be like the prominent flavour. It's not going to be a dominating, prominent, upfront flavour, the coconut, but it kind of lingers round in the background. I like it. Plima double IPA from Croatia, the Garden Brewery. Pick it up in ASDA. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.